Why you shouldn't shoot games from the field anymore.
We're complete for the season. I got pretty teens overseas.
Good morning, everyone. Back with another vlog from my new apartment, our new apartment. Me and Haley moved in together. It's not fully complete yet, so I will maybe show that off when that happens. As you can see, there's some stuff right here, some things that need to be hung. There's 2 bedrooms. There's another one that just hasn't entirely even been unpacked yet for the most part, which is my desk. But today we're gonna be going to a day Braves game and I'm gonna vlog it for y'all.
I land on an island coast with only souls I see are ghosts. I run through a wooded island, chase the sunlight mile after mile. And I feel like I know this place as a tree line breaks in a wide open space. I stare at a bright
Alright.
sun, search all day, never find
Just a little 3-egg sausage onion power bowl to start the day with some sriracha and some coffee, of course. But today, I want to talk about something. And as the title and the intro of this video mention, I want to talk about why you should shoot games from the crowd, in the stands, and not the field. Not always. Hey, you want to go on a walk? You look interested. Okay, fine. Stop begging. Stop begging, dude. Gosh, that stick is way too big, dude. It's like, I don't even think a horse could hold that. It's dog, man. He's not moving. So the reason I wanted to talk about this today is because Chris Sale's pitching, so I go out to center field to shoot the sliders. We talked about this before. And it's a 12:15 game, very low pressure game in the 1st of April, so really low pressure game. No real need to go all out per se for a game like today. So I'm gonna go out to the old faithful center field. And I've talked about this before and why I like the spot and why I think it's important for y'all to try similar stuff. Whether not center field, but maybe concourse angles, bird's eye angles and stuff like that. And we'll get into that. But I wanted to kind of explain why I'm doing this video and this vlog during this specific game. And to be fair, if you watch this channel, this is nothing unfamiliar. But the 9 to 5 still continues. Just getting a little bit of work done on the laptop on a social piece right now. Got about an hour before first pitch.
I know you're scared, well it's cold on the bathroom floor. I'm not looking for a way out just yet. Will you be there?
Really loud, I apologize. I'm gonna talk really close to the camera. Normally I'm over there by that brick wall, but Grimes is over there. I think it's Grimes. If you watch his channel for a while, you know Matthew Grimes. He's one of the assistant photographers for the Braves. I am over on this left side, which I've never shot before, but I think it's gonna be better. So it's to the left of second base a little bit, especially like looking down the long lens. And it's good because it'll be on the left side of the mound. So I'm gonna be able to see more of the break of Chris Sale's slider, which is like, you know, in left-handed pitching, I know the A's pitchers are righty, but I'm gonna see more break of Sale's slider, which that's mainly what I come up here for, and also just because I like the angle. I'm gonna shoot tighter today because it is a weaker crowd, just because it's a day game at 12:15 in April 1st, April Fool's Day, and there's a bunch of like schools on field trips and stuff like that. But that's what we're rocking with today. New spot, kind of.
Be him.
Hey vlog, what's
up? Welcome back to another episode of Pete Gottschalk. Like got milk with Gottschalk? Yes, I do.
What are you talking about?
Pretending sticks were little guns. I would point 'em at my
So,
dad and he'd get
when I say all this yapping and do all this yapping, whoa, buddy. What do I mean by all this? You want me to open it for you? Okay. Basically, and I'm gonna date myself here, when starting in this, when I was a freshman at Georgia, times were different on social for sure. I think it was a lot more like formal and highly produced and edited content because that's what people were familiar with, right? Like on television and on web videos before social media. Things were so formal and stuff like that. And when good cameras such as DSLR and mirrorless cameras were brought to sports content, it just became different, right? So when you got that on-field view at f2.8 on a 70-200, people were like, they were freaking out, right? I mean, it was something you've never seen before because you're so used to seeing the highly produced and shot broadcast stuff on televisions, and that hadn't made its way over to social. But during my time in college, not because of me, but because of the industry as a whole, it made it to there, right? So by the end of college, TikTok started to come out for me and for everyone, and it was just on-field camera views were blowing up. Like, look at this atmosphere. These are different angles than broadcast, and we're seeing it on social media. Huge, right? I remember the 2020 World Series, the first one I went to at MLB. It was like we had gimbals and runouts and things were going off. And they still do to a certain aspect now, but content is very much different. Now, that's not to say that type of content, again, doesn't still blow up on sports channels or leagues channels and whatnot. But my point is, and the whole point of this video that I'm trying to make, is that you don't always need to be on the field because audiences are used to it now. That touchdown in the corner of the end zone, shot on a nice camera in slow motion, has been seen a million times. Same with the home run from on the field, the dunk, like it's been done. Not saying, again, that you shouldn't do this stuff at times because I still see stuff, atmosphere, and clips like that blow up. But over the years, I think audiences are always gonna want something different, and mixing up your angles is something that I really think is important. And this is something I've said before, it's something I tell our part-timers at MLB. It's just an important thing to do because ultimately, audiences and sports fans are used to those on-field angles now. Oh my God, so much unpacking to do still. So, what are some things you guys can do? Now, the obvious is, of course, shoot from your concourses, shoot from your bird's eyes and stuff like that. But just mess around with it, right? I've talked about this so many times on this channel about the Falcons' bird's eye views. If you guys have access to a high concourse, it doesn't have to be a bird's eye. I've never even shot from one, but something similar, right? Go up to the 300 section if you have the lens capabilities. Utilize the crowd. These are all things that I've mentioned on here before, but for example, at WBC, I was just shooting from the concourse in Miami. Simplest shot in baseball, done it 1,000 times, but I went on a 70-200, went a little wide and framed it with the crowd below so you could get those hands going up, right? It wasn't a full stadium. It was a decent crowd. There were probably like 18, 20,000 there for Dominican versus Israel. But I framed it where, the most fans were, framed it with Tatis in the background, and, it did really well on social. It shows the atmosphere and stuff like that, and people were quote tweeting it on Twitter. Of course it's on Twitter, they're not gonna quote tweet it anywhere else, but you guys get the point. Another reason that I like to go to center field is to show off like angles of pitching and stuff like that, and being able to show the pitch movements. That is something very unique to obviously baseball and softball, but that can be done in other sports as well. There's certain things, whether it's like if you're up high and you can see the whole field behind an offense, a view that you don't traditionally see on a football broadcast is that kind of wide view from the quarterback's perspective, what they're seeing downfield. People might not realize how hard it is to play quarterback because they don't see that. So if you're able to shoot from behind the quarterback, kind of almost that Madden kind of college football angle, that's a cool idea. That's something unique that immediately comes to my head. Now there's definitely other things you can do, But those are just some things that come to my head right off the bat. My point is just to show off your sport in new ways rather than just shooting on the field. This might seem obvious to some of y'all who are like a little bit more experienced, of course, if you've been around. This video is for like the younger videographers who just want to be on the field or think the best shots are always on the field, or get FOMO if you're not shooting from the field. You got to get over that. You just got to, because the best shots are not always field level. I didn't get a chance to close out this vlog, and I'm just now realizing it while I'm finishing up editing it. So that's what we're doing. Appreciate y'all for watching. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please leave them in the comment section below about anything that I talked about in this video. And then you can always hit me up on Instagram at PeteChalk. I might reply a few weeks later because I'm busy. It takes me a while, but I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. See y'all on the next one.